Hi, I'm Gina, one of the co-founders of BlueRecruit. We founded BlueRecruit back in 2019 because my father, Joe, an auto body shop manager, put out a job post looking for auto body painters, but instead got about 80 resumes for house painters. That's when my co-founder Rich and I decided there had to be a better way to connect skilled tradespeople with hiring companies. So we built a platform that has a database of about 50,000 skills and certifications within 170 different trades in 18 different industries. We jokingly like to refer to ourselves as a dating app for the trades because our job seekers will come onto the platform by building a profile, selecting from the certifications and skills within our database, and then hiring companies will be able to run a search using the same database of skills and certifications, and we'll connect the two together. So our platform has completely eliminated resumes and job posts. You're not going to find them anywhere on our system. How are we able to do that? I'm going to show you how right now. So from your dashboard, which is what you're going to see when you sign up and when you sign on, the first thing that you're going to be able to do is run a search. There's 3 different ways to get started. You can hit the search candidate button, you can search for a trade by keyword, or you can select from one of our 18 industries below. Now you'll notice that as I select a different industry, the trades and specialties that appear below are going to change. So if you're looking for a CNC operator, look under manufacturing. If you're looking for a driver, look under transportation. And for today's purposes, we're going to go ahead and look for HVAC technician, which is going to appear under construction and also home care. Now, the specialty and trade list is going to be in alphabetical order. And so I'm going to go ahead, go to my H's and click on HVAC and then next step. So the next step is going to be the skills, certifications, and licenses that someone within the HVAC trade would potentially hold. This list again is going to be in alphabetical order. The skills and experiences are going to be at the top, while these certifications and licenses are going to be at the bottom of the list. You can also run a keyword search for a particular skill or license and just check the box. The next page is going to be for more educational requirements, what type of shift you would need them to be working. You can also select whether they need to be located in the US or Canada, or if they're able to work in either or, and that's because we are throughout all of North America. You will need to put in at least a city or state or zip code, and that is really because we want to make sure that we are showing you the job seekers that are closest to you first. And then it will be a required step, but you've got to select the hourly rate. Now, last step is going to be hard requirements. And what I mean by that is, depending on what you select here, is you're potentially going to be hiding some job seekers from your results. So you'll see here the default is doesn't matter for each one of these, but if you're looking to hire just veterans, you can select the yes. And we are only going to show you veterans that meet your criteria within your search results. So keep this in mind when you're making selections here. Make sure that it is a hard requirement before you select yes or no. Now our algorithm is going to run and it is going to show you your highest matches at the top. So we can see that this particular person here is a 100% match. They have the certification that we were looking for. It's going to be highlighted in green whenever there's a match. If they have additional skills or certifications I didn't select, those are going to be blue. And you'll also be able to see how far away they are. Now, one note, you may see someone that's a little bit further away from your location. The reason that we show those people is they are a match with what you're looking for. And they've also added in their profile that they are open to relocation or to the commute. Now, when you're ready to connect, you just hit the connect button. You'll see here that we automatically pull in your company website that is going to be sent to the job seeker so they can do a little bit of research on your company before they start interviewing. There is an optional step to include an online application URL. And pro tip here, just make sure that that's mobile friendly. This is where you can enter a custom message that the job seeker is going to see. Keep in mind, most of our job seekers are going to be using their phones to interact with BlueRecruit. It's actually 99% of requests are responded to through text message. So you'll want to keep this message short, under 160 characters. If you're not feeling too creative or don't want to spend the time trying to consolidate a job post, we do have a cool feature where you can just paste any of your job posts here into the message field, hit the optimize my message button, and we're going to automatically reformat that job post into a text-friendly invitation. You will have the ability to also save this as a template so you can use it in the future. And when you're ready to send that request, you'll just hit the send button. Now, if this is a search that you're going to be running often, you will be able to save it. That's going to create a shortcut on your desktop. So that way you don't have to run the search every time. And it's also going to send you email alerts either every day or once a week. And anytime you have at least an 80% match with someone new, whether they just created a profile, reactivated an existing profile, or added a new trade, you'll get a notification so you can go ahead and reach out. Now, any of the requests that you've sent are going to live in the request page. Now, that request is going to be active here for up to 30 days, though you can cancel it at any time by hitting the cancel button. For those of you on our journeyman plan, you will be able to hit the send reminder button, and that will allow you to send messages to job seekers that you're trying to connect with and to remind them to accept your request. Now, once a request has been accepted, they're going to move into the connections page. There, you'll be able to see the person's name, their phone number, email address, and to see additional information about them, just click on their name and you'll be able to view their full profile. You'll also be able to manage this particular person throughout the whole hiring process. Here, you'll be able to select where they are within the interview process. And down below, you'll be able to add in private notes that only you or your team will be able to see about this particular person. Now, one thing to note, our free apprenticeship plan will include 3 connections per month. Each month, your account will reload, so that will allow you to connect with 3 more people. But one step in order to keep your account active is you do need to keep this hiring status box updated. For those on our journeyman plan, this is completely optional, but it does help you keep your pipeline organized. Another feature that's available for our journeyman plan users is our in-app chat and video interview portal. So just hit on the open chat button, and that is going to open up our message center for all of your connections. So you can send a message to your connection right from your desktop. They're going to receive that as a text and be able to reply to it as a text as well. And you'll be able to even schedule an interview with them. We'll also remind them about the interview, and that video interview will be held right in BlueRecruit. There's no app downloads required, and a job seeker can do it right from their phone. Now, I do want to point out that BlueRecruit is a 2-sided marketplace. So not only can you send a request to qualified candidates, but job seekers that are qualified for any of your saved searches can also send requests to you. So as long as they're at least an 80% match to one of your saved searches, your position is going to be highlighted on their dashboard. They'll review your company name, location, position, and company description that you set up when you created your account. And if they're interested, you'll get an email alert letting you know that there's a job seeker wanting to connect, and then you'll be able to see that request here. So you can learn a little bit more about the person, decide if they're going to be a good fit, and if they are, just hit the accept button, and that's going to move them into the connections page where you'll be able to get their contact information and reach out. Now, within the Our Company page, this is where you will be able to update your company information. You can update the name, your address, your company description, and upload logo. For our journeyman plan users, you will be able to set up additional brands and locations. Now, if you have multiple entities, for example, ABC Heating and Air, but you also have XYZ Plumbing, you would be able to add both of those as brands, and then you'd be able to add all of the locations associated with each of those companies. That allows you to ensure that when you're sending requests, it's with the right company name and location. And as you add additional users, you will be able to assign those users to particular brands or locations to manage as well. Now, let's go ahead and talk about pricing. So our free apprenticeship plan, again, is going to include 3 connections per month. And every single month, as long as you keep your connection statuses updated, you will be able to connect with 3 more people. That's perfect if you're a small business and you need to hire 1 or 2 people a year. If you have more consistent needs, then I highly recommend our Journeyman plan. It's going to include all of the features that I showed you today and at least 2 user seats. So for $300 a month, that's going to include 2 user licenses, though you can increase it. Just select however many you need, and the price will update automatically for you. If you like saving money, which I think most of us do, you can switch over to our annual plan, and that's just paid once per year, and it's going to save you at least $300. Now, for those of you that are from recruiting or staffing agencies, RPOs, we have a simple pay-as-you-go model. What you'll do is, instead of purchasing a monthly or annual plan, you will purchase a bucket of credits, and those credits are going to be used to connect with job seekers. These credits are good for up to 12 months. So you'll notice that when you run a search, there is going to be a credit value next to the connect button. We're going to rate all of our job seekers from 1 to 4. 1 being more general labor, 4 is going to be someone with a lot of licenses and certifications like a master plumber. You'll use those credits to send out your request, and the feature that all of our recruiters love the most is those credits are only deducted from your account if the job seeker accepts your request. If they decline it, if they don't respond, you'll get those credits right back in your account so you can connect with someone else. Before we wrap up, I want to give you just a quick overview of the dashboard, which is going to be where you'll be able to quickly access any of your saved searches or most recent searches. It's going to show you the most recent activity that's happened in your account, such as new matches or recently accepted connection requests. And it's also going to give you a high-level overview of what's going on in your account as well. How many requests from job seekers you may have you need to respond to, how many connections you've made, saved searches you have, or any new alerts. And that is BlueRecruit. So thank you again for spending a few minutes with me, and we look forward to helping your team grow.